Alright, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network. Alright, y'all see what's going on here. As y'all see the thumbnail, y'all read the title under the thumbnail. Yeah, this is still dealing with your boy Boosie. And not only that, Boosie over here is that the HPD done caught up with two guys in a Black GMC truck. Now, if y'all not familiar with the story, it's reported that the Black GMC truck, that two guys hopped out and blicked up Chicago Jeweler Duke. Now, the people want to know, like, why? What was the whole reason? Or people trying to understand, was the guys in the Black GMC truck following Duke the Jeweler the whole time that he was with Boosie? Huh? Because it just seems a little strange that soon as he departs from leaving Boosie's entourage and walk to his car, just leaving a parking lot structure, it seems as if somebody was following him to know where he was at, to know what he was doing. You understand? And like I said, so the story goes that two suspects, both of them young, the suspects has not been identified yet because they didn't want to let the people know if these the actual guys that had something to do with Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. But before we get into it, let's pay our respects and say rest in peace to Duke the Jeweler, condolences to his family, and much love to all my folks in Chicago. Yeah, like I just stated, so around, around between 11:30, 11:50 p.m., leaving a concert with Boosie. Two guys, or should I say three guys in the Black GMC truck, because one guy was driving and two guys hopped out. Soon as Duke the Jeweler hit the light, two guys hopped out. You know what I'm saying? Ran up to his car and blicked him down. A lot of people trying to understand is, why was Duke the Jeweler by himself? If he had jewelry on, if he had all that money, why did he not have security, or why did he not have some guys with him, you know what I'm saying, that was down the ride for him? But again, the question still goes into the suspects at hand. Was these suspects sent from somebody from Boosie camp or somebody from J.Prince Jr. camp? The people want to know. The reason why that's being stated, because only those guys with money was around the entire weekend that he was in H-Town. You understand? That Duke the Jeweler, he only let those guys know the jewelry that he had. So the people trying to understand was that after he showed the guys his jewelry from the dice game, you understand? Was those guys on Duke the Jeweler the entire time? Was they on the lookout for him? See, the thing is, people feeling like, yeah, they must have followed Duke the Jeweler the entire time that he was in H-Town. Again, especially approaching the dice game. A lot of people was questioning the validity of the dice game. Meaning that, was the dice game just like the dice game was real, but at the same time, was people there watching Duke the Jeweler the entire time, purposely? You understand? Was people portraying like they was cool with Duke the Jeweler, you know what I'm saying, only to backdoor him? See, this is the thing, right? A lot of people was grabbing this from the dice game because that's what Duke the Jeweler felt comfortable at. That's what Duke the Jeweler had the bag at, had the Louis Vuitton bag with the cash in it. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, that's what Duke the Jeweler, he had showed a couple of pieces, you know what I'm saying, of his jewelry. Y'all see in this one piece when he was at the dice game, right? When he was at the dice game, he only had one jewelry chain on. He had one chain on, one watch. He kept it real cool and copacetic, you understand? But inside his Louis Vuitton bag, right, he had two. He had one Louis Vuitton small bag that he had the cash in, and he had another one, almost like a small backpack that he kept some jewelry in, right? The people seeing this. So at the same time, it's some people saying that when he left Boosie's site after the concert, people were saying, like, was that the most valid time to get at Duke? Because especially if only a small amount of people knew that he was going to be walking to his car by himself. Now, how many people knew that? Yes, it was the same amount of people that knew what he had on him at the dice game. See, y'all got to understand that everybody at the dice game didn't have money, man. Everybody at the dice game, they don't have to bag like a Boosie or J.Prince Jr. See, the thing is, even with Boosie or J.Prince Jr., right, if they shooting dice and they get down to a certain amount, they gonna feel some type of way too. And not saying they had something to do with Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. What I'm saying is, if they lose a certain amount of money and they feel some type of way, what you think that makes the guys who came with them field who don't have the same amount of money as those guys. You understand what I'm saying? So again, it's almost making it seem as if had backdoored Duke the Jeweler based on, again, somebody having a discontent. It could have been a mild discontent at the dice game. You understand? Between somebody from Boosie camp or somebody from J.Prince Jr. camp. What I'm saying is the video clips we seeing of them guys shooting dice, right? At the moment, it seemed all cool, right? But at the same time, we all know that dice games don't go all cool the whole time. We all know that somebody gonna have some type of disagreement. But at the same time, what we is saying that we don't know what that disagreement may lead to in the end. We don't know if that disagreement may have the other person who had a minor little discontent towards Duke the Jeweler. We don't know if that made them feel some type of way. We don't know if they was looking at Duke the Jeweler like, you ain't from out here anyway. You understand? And we know that's how guys get the feeling, especially if they down. And I'm only talking about the dice game. I'm not even considering the jury that Duke the Jeweler was showing the guys that was around J.Prince Jr. camp and around Boosie's camp. You understand? And like I told you guys before, it don't make sense how Boosie stated from the beginning that he didn't even know dude like that. But again, like I stated, somebody of Duke the Jeweler's, let's say status, right? Somebody on Duke the Jeweler's status, they not gonna be around Boosie like he a fan. He gonna be around Boosie, like I said, man, that's the reason why he bought the extra jewelry. Because he knew he was gonna be around these guys, and that was a part of promoting the jewelry business that him and his family invested in. But at the same time, it still goes into the play of the guys in the Black GMC truck, they followed Duke the Jeweler. When he got out the light, when he exited from the parking lot structure, and when he got to the light, the guys was already on him. But the people trying to understand who sent those guys in the Black GMC truck. It just seems very odd that soon as he leaves the site of Boosie and Boosie entourage, barely a few minutes later, he get followed and get sent up. And not only that, how Boosie get word so fast that it was Duke the Jeweler? Huh? How did he know that? He knew that in less than 10 minutes. Like he knew that before the coroners got there to actually identify the body. How do you do that? Who knew that? And see, y'all got to understand, Boosie said he got the word from somebody on his PR team. Was somebody on his PR team following Duke the Jeweler as well? So were you stating that? Come on, I'm trying to tell y'all, man. It took the guy a couple minutes to walk to his car. It take a couple more minutes, 10 minutes, whatever, plus to get out of the parking structure. So all that going down, and that's in 10 minutes. And Boosie said that his PR team let him know in 10 minutes that it was Duke the Jeweler who had been sent up. How did you know that, Boosie, in 10 minutes? The coroners don't even send that information out in 10 minutes. The coroners give it a couple hours even before they notify the family, because they want to be factual on who the body is. You understand? But again, it's just a lot of funny play going on with this whole Duke the Jeweler untimely demise. No, even though I'm not pointing a finger at Boosie, it does not alleviate Boosie from the whole Duke the Jeweler untimely demise, especially if he was with Boosie and around Boosie camp the entire time. You understand? But again, the guys in the Black GMC truck, it was two of them that was young. The third one ain't been caught up yet, because we do know it was 3 suspects from the beginning. We do know that it was 1 driving and it was 2 that hopped out to blinky down Duke the Jeweler and send him up. Hey, we gonna keep y'all up to date with more in store. But as always, y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it's worth. Let's get this merch. Subscribe to the PDH Network.